Welcome back, guys. Here we are on the £1.5 range, and this is another head and shoulders that I've just managed to get in. I've actually only just got back from being out, and this was a trade idea Keel Stokes posted, and as I sat down by my chart and looked at it, this was a perfectly valid head and shoulders that met my personal rules. So what I did was enter. And what I want to do is just talk you through the underwriting process, what I go through first of all to look at before I get my entry, and then show you where my stop goes and where potentially target go as well. So as usual, we will do the same analysis we do every time, and that is our higher time frame. Now, what we've just done here is we're currently putting in on the daily this big bullish candle, and if I put a structure level in here, which is where we've just tapped, we've come into the 13300 even handled number, and as you can see we've come into this area here and here. Price could actually go a little higher, but right now as we drop down the time frames, we're looking at a small retracement before what I believe will happen is price will go higher. And so here on the 4 hourly you can see that very bullish candle that just tapped the 13300, and right now we're seeing a bit of a retracement. Now here's the thing, if we were to see this retracement after quite a bullish candle like that, I would be only looking at taking very conservative targets, and they would be at a minimum the top of this candle wick. And here on the 4 hour we have gone overbought at 80.5 we are now, and let's drop down to the 60 then. You won't actually get to see the head and shoulders until we're on the 5 range, but as usual, high time frame analysis, as we know, is incredibly important. So we had this very big bullish run. We saw the market go massively overbought here at 96.6, coming into an even handled number and structure. Nothing is given in trading, but we can surmise that we're very likely, based on what we're seeing here, to get a reaction. And so if we drop down to the 15-minute time frame, and here we go, you can see that we're seeing price fall away from this area now. And if we drop to the 5 range, and I must say, if you don't work the 5 range, once you've mastered price action and structure, this is really quite a powerful tool to have. And so what we had here is we were having this big rally, and here you can see we had a left shoulder, then we had the head. Now quite importantly, we came down here, but we did not put in a new low. So this was not the right shoulder for me. What we then, it was a right shoulder, but what I have to do is I need a break below, giving me an initial structure low, and that's exactly what this did. And then we pulled back into the previous outside return. Range bar work exactly the same way as structure. Here's the outside return, and then here we had a rejection candle followed by a lower low, lower close, and you can even see the RSI here. The left shoulder for me needs to be overbought. It clearly was. In fact, here on the range bar charts we actually got up to 93.6, and then really we're looking at having our stop above this high, and we're looking for targets down at the next structure level. The next structure level for me is going to be right here. Now, because we've had such a bullish move, we could see that move continuing, so we're only looking for a small amount of relief here, because beyond this I don't know what the market's going to do. In fact, I'm going to make that a little bit safe. I'm going to go a pip above that. So here you can see now we're risking this much. I'm going to make this red, and this much for our reward. So very nice risk to reward here, high probability trade. We've got an awful lot of confluence here. We could go up for a double top. That is always a possibility when you're taking trades like this, but when you look at what structure is doing, we're currently adhering to it, and we've now just put in a new structure low, so we're officially now in trend, and we've got more chance of the trade rallying lower than we have it going back up for a double top. So okay, while I'm talking I can't do two things at once, so there we go, dark green. Okay, so in terms of risk then, we're there for 20, and the reward is 40, so a 2-to-1 risk to reward, and we could actually see this complete very quickly. We could just see the market just drop. So 2-to-1 risk to reward, I'll be happy to get out of the market quite quickly, and we'll come back and see if Akil did me a great big favour, and I literally got back in time to get involved in this trade, see if he was able to get me into a trade that earned 40 pips, or whether I came back at completely the wrong time and he's cost me 20 pips. So we'll come back and see. And we're back for a little update on this trade, and just to follow the trend, as you can see, come into our outside return, did not violate it, and now we've also put in a new low. So clearly in this trend here, what I love to see is that trend being adhered to, structure being adhered to, sorry, and so working our way down now to targets here at 30, 32, 33. And here we are, my alarm has been triggered. We are exactly 1 pip away from targets now. And what I've done is I've moved my stop to just really 10-15 pips above where we're waiting for my target to be hit, purely because I'm not expecting the market to go much lower, or at least price action isn't telling me that. And so last thing I want is for this to suddenly turn and continue on its momentum move higher. I'm looking at this as being just a bit of relief, and so I've got very conservative targets here. You can see it's playing around here with my entry. It keeps hitting the take profit line. Okay, what I'm going to do here, because price is struggling to get lower, and again we've just had a momentum move, and I'm looking at this as just a bit of relief, I'm actually going to go ahead and close the position out here for 39 pips. Rather than risk the market turning around and heading up. We've come into a 382, we've come into this level of structure. I wanted to be very cautious when taking targets here, because we'd had that momentum move higher, and I was only looking at this being relief. Of course I could be completely wrong and the market could rally all the way down, I don't know, but with what's happened with price action, I want to err on the side of caution, and well, there you go. It looks as though we've just rallied down to hit targets there anyway. So anyway, we took 1 pip less than the targeted price, but there you go, 39 pips banked. Do me a favor, if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like, share it with other traders, and comment in the comment section below.